Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin, behind the camera we got Heavy Metal Dylan.
What's up?
Today we're getting into some stat picks, flipping through some new arrivals and recently priced records, and addressing viewer questions at the end of the video. As always, if you see anything you like, you can hit the DMs on Instagram, give the shop a ring, or just cruise by. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week, and I'm going to preface, before we start the regular shenanigans, Black Friday plans. Are you ready for this? No sale. No RSD stuff. But I do have a really good, like, 80s alternative, new wave, Brian Eno cinematic universe adjacent kind of collection. A really very good batch of records that I will be putting out Friday. I'll probably post a preview on Thursday when we will be closed because it's Thanksgiving. 2 days of the year we're closed. And we'll be open regular hours Friday. But I'm telling you now, clear your schedule or pencil us in, however you want to call it, if you like 80s or alternative or kind of future thinking music from back then, because it's a really nice collection. Anyways, Dylan.
Yes.
Save me from this. What are you listening to?
All right. Well, we had a cool batch of records that you ordered from, I forgot where.
Havoc
Records.
Yes.
And we haven't had this record in a long time. Been begging you to finally get these records. And finally, you got Discharge's Here's Nothing, See Nothing, Say Nothing, and Why. Just D-Beat classics, honestly. That's I don't need to say much more than this. They're just good. And it's D-Beat, and it's cool.
I don't know that it is D-Beat.
Oh, it is good.
Well, it's...
Go ahead.
Hardcore punk.
Yes, go ahead.
And it is the foundation of D-Beat.
Do you think that... Discharge owes a lot to the Buzzcocks one song?
No.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about, but
yeah.
No.
I can't think of the song.
You Tear Me Up?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the song?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. No, I don't think they owe it to Diamond Head either. I think they owe a lot to Motorhead. That's it.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
And I think I've read way too much about this, but the D-Beat was just like, and this is sort of this, as a music nerd, when you hear interviews with musicians about things that you think are really important, like who invented the blast beat? Who invented the D beat? Where did this come from? You want the guy from DRI to sit down at a desk and be like, listen, Albert Ayler, or whatever. Like, you want like some deep meaning, but in reality, as with most guys, they're just like, yeah, I just sat down and just started playing and it was like cool, so we did that. So I don't think they were really like studying the Buzzcocks and be like, what if we
stole that one drum beat?
Yeah, I don't think it's that thought out. I think they just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's also weird to call them D-Beat. I think it's just they were the band.
Yeah.
I got another one from Havoc Records, and this is tremendous. See, there's a 12-inch EP from the English Dogs called To the Ends of the Earth, and a 12-inch EP from the Verukers called Massacred Millions. It's a debut from the English Dogs. It's kind of a not mid-period, but somewhere in the middle of the Verukers catalog. And both of those 12 inches are kind of tough to come by. They were both, I think, originally in the UK. I don't think there was a US pressing. I know Massacred Millions you'll see a lot as a Brazilian pressing, but obviously you're too good for that. You're holding out for the UK pressing, but that's like a hard to find record. Don't worry about it. You can get them both. 2 records on, and I'm like doubting it. You're like, what, doesn't make any sense? But then you hear it, one record on one side, the other record on the other side, both 12-inch EPs, and it's like, this is perfect. This is brilliant. Exactly where it should be. And if you don't know, arguably both of those records, if you were to say they were the band's best material, I wouldn't personally agree, but I wouldn't argue with you either, because like they're both top-notch.
What's their best material?
English Dogs, I really like.
Forward?
No, the one with the map and the gatefold, where Legend Began. That's the best one. It's like kind of I don't know, maybe a little too metal for a lot of people, but to me that's great. That said, that's the record, To the Ends of the Earth. Hits like a ton of bricks. One of the best in the style. I've kind of weirdly dedicated a lot of my life to this intersection point between hardcore and metal, Mm-hmm. I don't know how it worked out that way. It just did. I think with a lot of people think crossover, it's like they're thinking of DRI or something, and like it's a real narrow view. But in reality, I think that's a brilliant example of how broad that idea can be and how varied the implementation of the merging of those two styles is. And Varukers, their best is Another Religion, Another War, period. That's not up for debate. That's their best material. But Massacred Millions to me is probably right behind that. But it's all in the same tier. Goated material. If I'm not mistaken, I think that era of Varukers also has members of Sacrilege. So it's like, once again, interesting metal and hardcore crossover point there. Highly recommended. $20 and you get two of the best records from the 80s. Cannot say enough good things. The sound quality is good. It's great. Highly recommended. I've talked too long on this song. Let's look through some records.
All right.
The internet is ablaze about you being accepted into Primus.
Yeah.
As a drummer.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I want to go ahead and thank my friend Les. He always believed in me. Yeah.
Well, Temku Skater says asking for VIP Primus tickets for all the regulars.
Okay. Well, when I get there, when we start playing Chula Vista Amphitheater, whatever it's called, I'll let you guys know.
And Mike Randowski is asking to please revisit Primus and give us a review next week, see if the records hold up. And I'm going to tell you right now.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna wait for Dylan's first show at Chula Vista to do that. No, I was thinking like that would be kind of a fun feature to be like, hey, recommend an album and I'll listen to it and give it a review. But then quickly I realized I'll just be like shitting on music that people like a lot.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of mean. Like as Primus especially, I know is like a band people I respect and respect their taste in music, appreciate.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to be mean.
Yeah.
I don't like being mean about that stuff. But that's what the internet loves. The internet fucking loves it when you're just like, this album actually sucks. And if you like it,
well, what if you actually still like it? You could still like Frizzle Fry.
That's the problem. See, and this is why it's a bad bet. This is why I think I'm rescinding my offer to review. Because I either lie or be mean to something that people like, and there's the very, very, very narrow margin that I like it. That's bad odds. It's a bad bet.
Well, what if you like it? What's wrong with that? Then you found out you like Primus still.
Like, what is good Primus at this point to people? Is it to me? It's Pork Soda, but I'm showing my age there.
I don't know.
With some people,
probably Sailing. That's
what the Chocolate Factory album?
I don't know. Like that? See, that's right.
This is like one of those things where it's like Red Hot Chili Peppers. People are just like, oh, dude, no, all Red Hot Chili Peppers sucks, but John Frusciante is a good one. That's why they're my favorite band. Like it's too complicated. I know, and I'm exiting the fray. I'm out.
Okay.
I'm gonna live with my memories. And if you can find a middle school Del Dios picture of me wearing a Primus Pork Soda shirt, I'm gonna out myself already. Yes, that is real. That's not AI. Viewer questions. This is the part of the vid where we answer some questions left in last week's YouTube comments. This is more of a clarification. Brandon Gates says that when he first started watching, he would not have guessed that we were located in LA, and he got East Coast vibes from us. Now, East Coast, I don't mind. LA, I'm hoping you mean Louisiana. This is for people watching not in San Diego. I'll give you a very specific regional lore. We are in Vista, which is in North County, San Diego. I consider distinct from San Diego proper. That's just my own towny bias peeking through. But almost anyone in San Diego really hates LA, Los Angeles, California, and of which I am very much so a part of that group. So yeah, it's like North County, San Diego. San Diego if you're nasty. Vista if you want to be specific, but definitely not Louisiana. And I'll benefit of the doubt, I'll assume that's what you meant. Anyways, if you have any questions you would like to see answered in next week's video, leave them in the YouTube comment section. We'll chat about them then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace. Who invented the blast beat?